So I will start with a few questions. Okay, can you see this, the slideshow? Is it clear? Okay, now I need to move on. So what do you know about English? It's something like about the other person's language. So it's something starting with the ABC, like letters, or it could be like you need to write essay. You know, what do you know about English when you're in school young times? Yes?
Miss, I would say that English it's a language to communicate. Maybe everybody has our mother tongue, but when it comes to English, we have to like use the common language in every country, Miss.
Yes, you're right. It's kind of an international language where everybody will use it to communicate, right? Regardless any races, regarding any mother tongue that you have. Very good. How about the rest? What do you think about English? I try to look about the chat box here. Yeah, okay. So we will continue about that. Some people would think that English language is a language for job, where they need it the most to get a better job. You will have a better opportunities, for example, like the multinational countries, and also like the big company, they usually need someone who can converse in English well, so that they will have a higher opportunity to talk with the other representatives. So it could be something where we know about English language is letter, of course, it's ABC alphabet, and go for writing, like what Resha mentioned about, is a communication language, and some people even mentioned about it's a language for business or language for job. Okay, I don't know how far that you agree with me, but it's become a trend right now where people have to use the language to communicate well. Okay. So I wanted to have the quick start about the facts about English language that you should know. Of course, we have mentioned about this. English is the most widely spoken language on earth. Guess how many speakers of this? Maybe numbers would be quite hard to answer it. But to our surprise fact, which is only 375 million native speakers of English, but majority of them, they are speaking English as a second language, which means that English language was widely spoken by non-native speakers. Okay, this is a very surprise fact. Not only spoken by Canadians, Australians, or British or Americans, but actually there are more people who are non-native but they speak English language as the second language here. And Malaysia is one of the countries we adopt English language as a second language. And Southeast Asia, we do have countries like Singapore and Philippines that use this language as an official language. So if you notice about the documents, they will be, come with the two languages. One is the national language, and another would be English language. And of course, the shortest, oldest, and most commonly used word is letter I. Okay, in the sentences, in any paragraph that you have seen. Are you excited to know more facts, class?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, I hope that you like my background. It's in London background, but I'm in Malaysia. Anyway, it's just a contrast for today's purpose. And then I'm going to with more facts. Okay, try to pronounce these words, class. I try to pronounce it, many times. It's quite hard to pronounce it, so I make it highlighted. It's the longest word in English language, and it's a lung disease. So you will see there's a pneumonia, ultramicroscopy, silicovo, carcinosis. So it's a longer word in English, which not like only shorter words is I, and the longest word is this word. And it's a disease. And this is a pronunciation if you want to learn how to pronounce it. And according to the statistics, a new word is added to the dictionary every 2 hours, class. where there's a new word, being formed every day. So like in the past, we don't have the word Google, and now we see the word Google and Googling or Google past tense here. So if you have learned morphology, this subject before, you know how the word being formed, and it's just that people use it widely and then become a word. And that's why we say that English is a creative and illustrative language. We are not being restricted, but we have the freedom to create more words. And to this need of a context as well. So this is examples why I say English is a creative language. For example, like eggplants. We don't see eggs in the eggplant, but we just call them eggplants. Like pineapple, same thing. We don't see apple, but this is another fruit. And of course, when you say swims, even up, you turn upside down, it's back to the same word, swims. And lastly, which is girl. In the past, people use girl to refer small boy, not only for girl. So this is the changes of English language where, the words gay, it was used to describe people how happy they are, but now we use it to refer to homosexual. So there are words was like not in a good meaning, but they have been changed to different meanings. So English language, the words is not restricted by the time, but of course we do have the words like we call Old English, where some of that we are not really using anymore, and we replaced by the new words. Okay, so I always say English language is an updated language, and that we can know in the past, and also we can know what the current trend, and we can predict that more words will be formed in future. So that's a good class. Are you excited? After knowing many facts here. This is just a few facts that I found is quite interesting, but there are more on that. And due to the technical issues that I may not really wanted to play the video, but there's an audio talk about how Malaysians speak, okay? Just listen it. Let me know if you can't hear it clearly.
Hello?
Hello?
Ah,
Hey, where you are?
I'm on the way.
还没有 What's wrong?
Dude, I've just been looking for parking for an hour. I can't find any.
No parking? You blind are you? Ne? Ne? Right here? Nah, that fella coming out. Wow, that one can fit 2 elephants, right?
Yes, my mother don't let. Yeah. Sorry, hold on. I'm more.
Sorry, mate. Do you know where the toilets are?
Toilet, yeah?
Yeah, toilet.
Toilet's in the downstairs. Go is the right, under go stand, come back. Can. Good, huh? Good. All right, mate.
Hey, where are you now?
I'm on the way, man. I'm on the way.
Oi! Day! Wait! Woi! Cha! Walao!
So, it's been some time since we know each other already, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even though there's some distance between us, I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, if that's okay with you,
Ming, there's something that has been on my mind for a while, and I can't take it anymore.
Wow, you Singaporean girls are really straightforward, huh?
This means a lot to me, my family, and my friends.
Whoa, alright, I guess I have something to tell you too.
Ming,
Yes, Janice?
could you?
Uh-huh.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
Please buy me some chewing gum when you come to Singapore. And you said you had something you want to tell me. What is it?
Oh, yes. Do you like durian?
Ew, no.
Okay, we can be together. Bye. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know.
Don't look at me, you know I don't like doing it.
Yesterday was with me, today was with me. I don't want to do it again.
Come on, guys. I thought we agreed on this.
Yes, we decided that I don't have to decide anymore.
If you guys are my friends, you won't ask me to do this.
Well, come on, guys. What do you want to eat?
Cha!
Hey, don't lie lah, guys. Come on.
Go, let's go.
Pergi mana?
Mama,
Tak ada aircon lah.
shopping mall.
Nak buat apa?
Clubbing.
Kita tak syim, mana ada duit?
Mama.
Mama.
Boleh.
Jom. Makan roti canai, teh tarik, tu kari kuali kena tak gula.
Wait, where are you? On the way from where? Penang ah?
Waiter, is this chicken still raw? Is that... that's a bug. Oh my. That is a hair. There is a hair in my food. Manager, I want to speak to your manager. What are you doing?
You don't need, give me ah.
Eh bro, tengok apa? Korean drama?
Kan.
Movie baru?
No.
MU kalah?
No. Petronas ad.
Wow, why so hot? Where's the rain?
Wow, why so much rain? Where's all the sun?
Wow, so hazy. Where's the rain?
So nice, the weather. But why the petrol price going up again? Ah!
Man, I love this country.
Hello?
Hello. Hey, I'm sorry I'm late
Hey, don't worry. Take your time. It's fine.
Sure, where you ah?
Homie, I'm on the way.
Oh, on the way where?
On the way home ah! Waste my life.
Okay. So can you see that this is on the way how usually Malaysians speak? We do have a system about like we mix the certain words itself. So it's quite interesting that we found it here. And today's what actually my purpose is to mention about what is the right way to speak English. If you have heard about this audio track clearly, there are mixtures of code switching, which is like we will tend to speak English, and then suddenly we have the other language. For example, movie baru. Okay, when we say movie, baru is like the mixing of words here, and this is what happens in our Malaysian context. And you find that the native speaker, they may not really understand well whether we have so many what do you call it, like the la and ma is fillers here. So let's move on there. Okay, so we wanted to learn, this is our topic today, speak English the right way. So we want to know how we're going to do it here. So when I played the audio track, I just found it funny. It's a uniqueness in Malaysian speak. But to this context, we want to know more about that. When we mix native speaker, when we want to do a presentation, when you are, wanted to become an English teacher in future, I hope that you definitely don't want to hear all these things come from your mouth, right? So this is a four phenomena found when Malaysians speak English language. I had done a different research and also my personal experience, and I do find these four main the phenomena that Malaysians speak English language in the context as well. One is about the words, that certain words we pronounce wrongly, and the way how do we ask questions, the way how we address others, and also some local word which is not being accepted. Okay. So this is the English words what Malaysians always pronounce wrongly. How do you pronounce the first word here? Do you know what it is? It's a kind of food, seafood, actually. Anyone want to try it out? Abby, do you want to try? Or you're not so sure how to pronounce these words? No worry. Thank you so much for your reply. Yeah, I don't want to make it like if you speak wrongly, then I have to embarrass you in this way. But this is a common word that we often pronounce wrongly. So, for example, like you usually hear people say abalone is a seafood, but actually it pronounces abalone. If you look at the let me show my point here. That would be abalone, this phonetic symbols here. And people always pronounce it divorce, but actually it's supposed to be pronounced divorce instead of divorce. And some people even pronounce this as film, like they talk about, okay, this film, but it means movie in British English. It should be filmed and also flour. Okay, Malaysia we will say flour, but the right pronunciation should be flower. It's a similar pronunciation as flower we see on the grass here. Then the next one, okay, I will have to go quick. Let me, I will really show that there is a pen here. Library. And Malaysians always said library. There's no R if it clear when you pronounce it library here. And it should be salmon, not salmon. And it should be pizza, not pizza. It's pizza. So the Z sound is not pronounced as Z in the pizza. It should be S sound here. And this is a common one. Do you go to tuitions? So it's supposed to be tuition, not tuition here. And the about day is Wednesday, not Wednesday, followed by the nuts. You will see people always often pronounce it as an almond, as an L. They don't know how to pronounce it, but it's supposed to pronounce as an almond or almond in American English. So this is how we often find the Malaysians pronounce wrongly about this word. But we do understand it. It's just that today I wanted to give a quick picture as to what is the right way to pronounce it. And especially, there's a new word that we found here is like we say Gostan. And if you trace about the origin, it's supposed to go Erston, but it was only used when the ship captained to do it, not for driving purpose. So the right way should be reverse. Okay, can you reverse your car? We're not saying, can you go stand your car? Okay, this is a wrong way in using the vocabulary. So far, so good, class. And I want to tell more beside the vocabulary. There are second things that phenomena where we found it, which is asking question. So, and some people not even understand or can differentiate between affect and effect here, which is one is about a verb, another which is about the noun here. Okay, so asking question, you often hear people saying, you want this one, you want that one, okay, but if the correct way is not about this, do you want this item, do you want this book, do you want these shoes? So there should be a do you know, instead of giving a statement here. So, and also funny thing where the Malaysians, when we ask questions, we will add or not, but we don't say or not. It's like or not. For example, you got his wedding or not? You got his wedding or not? So the right way should be saying that, are you coming to his wedding? Okay, are you coming? Is coming to his wedding, unless you are not invited his friend, or you just mentioned about we are going to his wedding tonight. Are you going? So usually it should be coming to his wedding, coming to campus, coming to school, because you want to show about direction here. And there's no or not, it can be supposed to say added here, because this is questions. And the same thing when then people ask about this, I want to follow you, can I? So this is like a very spoken, Malaysian spoken way when you want to ask about it. But actually you can use the right way, should be, can I go with you? Not follow you, can I go with you? We don't say follow you, okay? This could be direct translation. And we often use isn't it, you know, when we say a statement, then we say isn't it. He was absent yesterday, isn't it? He's right, okay? He's doing this thing, isn't it? So when we want to use tag questions, when you want to have, isn't it, you have to back to the grammar part where you're using is. Okay, he is coming, isn't it? Right? Is it he? So now, the right way, if you want to use a past tense here, it should be he was absent yesterday, wasn't he? Because you're using was absent. So when you use the tag question, it should be wasn't he? Okay, and this is same thing when we use are not here. You want or not? Sometimes we don't say you want this, you just say about you want or not. So you should give a subject here, which is do you want it? Okay, yeah, it's not like you ask a question where people want to say whether they want to answer you in the correct way. So asking question, it could be very different way that what Malaysians ask, where sometimes native speakers don't even know that you're asking question. First, there's no any word that you're using like do or can, but it's just a statement. So people find it hard to know that you're asking questions. And next one would be addressing. So it often see that people still use teacher. Let's say teacher Joseph, teacher Jennifer, but we don't put the positions with the name together. I don't say manager Joseph or manager Jennifer. Okay, so this is the wrong way to address. We're supposed to address their first name or last name. It depends on the ethnic group here. So usually like Mr. Joseph or Miss Jennifer or Madam or Sir. Okay, this is how we're supposed to address people here, and not calling them teachers and then with that name. This is wrong way. And we often see the Malaysians call everybody boss whenever you go to Mama store or you go to any shop, you just call everybody boss, and they will answer you as well, and they feel happy when you call them boss. But the right way to call them, we will just say about misters or just say sir, And same thing come to the senior citizen, when someone who has no any biological relation with you, whenever you when you go to Pasar Malam or when you go to any shop, you want to buy things, or you meet anyone in the bus stations. So when you see the senior citizen, you would just call them uncle and auntie. Okay, so this is not a proper way, but it's our culture. Anyway, I will have to tell you that what is the right way. When you see anyone, actually you have to address them with their last name, Mr. Lee, or you have even see people will call their own biological family only with uncle and aunt or auntie. Okay, so like for example, Miss Lucy, yeah. Auntie Lucy or Uncle Lee, they would be when the kids are young, they will call their own uncle and aunt in this way. But when they grow up, they would not call them with uncle and aunt, because it sounds like you are still a kid. So they will actually call them Mr. Lee or Miss Lucy. Yes. Okay, so this is in a native context, even though they are their biological family, which is their relatives, but they still call them last name here. So this is the two main part which I found it is quite interesting, where Malaysians, we turn to speak in this way, but this is improper in the native context. And this is an unacceptable local usage. For example, when you are saying that he cut his hair, I cut my hair. So you are not Bubble, right? You are not a hairstylist. So you will never actually have like done the haircut, but somebody has done it for you. So you should say, I have my haircut last night, or when is it? So, and same thing when I refer to my own items, it's not supposed to saying that my one is very nice. It should be mine instead. And this is a common usage when I found the students have two conjunctions at the same time. Right, although he's old, but he's still very fit. This is more to direct translations, and it's supposed to be only one conjunction being used. Although he's old, he's still very fit, or he's old, but he's still very fit. Okay, either way here. And this is a very common what I've seen in email as well, where people keep saying chop. I was wondering what chop is. It's a chicken chop or whatever, and it's supposed to be stamp. Okay, they chop my passport very quickly. And this, like when we pass by the custom, usually we hear people say this, but this is the wrong way to say it here. It should be stem, okay, when it has signature stem here. And when you are writing on the road, when there's so many cars, pass by, and then when you want to say the BMW caught me on the highway just now. So when you say not caught me, it should be overtook when you in past tense here. And the same thing, how do you want to say it about the shoes? Open your shoe, it should be untie or should be take off of shoes, not open. Okay, it's not really open, it's untie or take off the shoes and come inside. And this is quite common when you are so hurried and when you are impatient, you will tell your friends, hey, faster come lah. This is how actually here, faster come. But it actually should be come quickly and hurry up. This is the right way to say here. And when they ask you whether you want to join them, for any gathering or movie night that you are not decided yet, you will say, I see how first, whether I'm free or not tomorrow. I see how first. This is quite common use that where you are saying that actually you means you are still considering, right? But you are not yet want to give a answer here. So should we say that, let me think about it, I will consider it, right? And of course, the same thing is again open. I found out that we use open, commonly in anywhere. We can just say open the door, we say open the fan, open the shoes. We just use open all the time here. But it is wrong way in English language. It should be turn on the light, turn on the fan, or turn off and turn off the fan and light as well. Okay, anyway. So this is about the word of usage of opens. And something when we come to the your friends of your colleagues, they have been not in the town, not in the center, and you will say that they are working in outstations. But it's wrong when we say outstation. Actually, when you say outstation, is something that you are still close to that place here. It should be out of town to tomorrow. Okay, out of town, not outstation. This is wrong here. And this is same thing, which is I found it quite funny. Everything we just say spoil here. My phone spoil, everything spoil, my hair spoil. Okay, when you say spoil, it's something where there's the malfunctions, right? But actually it's not really. Spoil when using is a pamper, for example, spoil child. Don't spoil the child, yes. When we say this, don't pamper them, but it's not supposed to be used in the electric devices or any items which is non-living thing class. So it should be broken or malfunctions, right? And for people, just about when someone invited you, just say that she called me for dinner last night here. But it's not like verbally they call, but actually she wanted invited you. Like Mr. Vanu called me to dinner last night. It should be Mr. Vanu invited me to dinner last night here. Okay. And in the class, I often see that a student will say that when I'm supposed to pass up the assignment, when should I pass up the assignment? So pass up the meaning is refuse to accept here. So do you think that I should decline the student's work? This is the wrong way. It's supposed to be, may I hand in the book, not pass up. This is the wrong way here. I do not know how we come about this word. Maybe it's more to direct translation. I'm not so sure. Okay, so pass up is the wrong phrasal word being used in this context here. So there are so many, this is a common way when we say, where got such thing when you're so frustrated, like this, how come, how come, sorry, where got such thing here? So I don't know how where come out with the question here. In the segment here, it should be there's no such thing, okay? You are not asking a question, you're actually saying that what has happened here. There's no such thing here. And when you wanted to compare your friend's characteristic, you find that they are quite different. You say last time, he's not like that one, Yeah, this is how we usually say that. But actually you say he was not like that in the past. You don't say last time here. So last time is actually referred to a specific occurrence or something. Yeah, but here your context is more to in the past, okay, not like specific time here. So far, so good, class?
Yes, miss.
So this is quite a common way that when we hear it. And yeah, so that's about the local way how we say this word. And I personally found that sometimes it's quite common and quite normal when we speak in this way. But when you wanted to speak, when you want to speak English to native speaker or the others speaker of English language, they may not able to understand you because this is not the standard way to say it here. So this is my finding about how to speak English well, about the pronunciations and how you're supposed to ask questions and how you're supposed to address others. And of course, what are the standard usage of the vocabulary that you should use when it comes to vocabulary here.